Yep.
Like that?
Yep. Hey guys, it's Luke. Just wanted to mention my brother's dumb audio sounds terrible this week because he took the original audio, put it up his butt, pooped it out, put it back up his butt again, and then pooped it out, and then gave it to me as the only copy. I had a backup recording going, but it only gets so good. It should be back to normal in the next coming episodes, but not nearly as good as my audio. That's just how things are for right now. But please enjoy anyway, and don't forget to enter that contest. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hey, I Got an Idea. I'm Luke Lessashamed Williams, and this is my brother.
My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
Oh, I see. He's doing a thing. That's my bro.
Yep.
That's my bro Ozzy. I'm calling him Ozzy. I mean, last week he was Yes, the band. But that wasn't last week. It was one of these weeks. He's a cast of characters, that crazy guy.
I'm just generally unhelpful. That's kind of my thing.
You know, I could tell.
So, funny true story. Before we started this recording, I actually wanted to prepare, and so like the last time we recorded was a week ago, and I couldn't remember what it was that we were going to be designing this week. So I went back and I listened to the recording, but of course my recording, I only have my audio, not yours.
Right.
But I was assuming that I would have said the thing that we were going to design. I listened to my own audio, but I never actually said the thing. Apparently, I just shit myself.
Yeah, I mean, I apologize about that.
Yeah, and, it's been a week, and it occurs to me now that I really should have cleaned that up.
That's still there, huh?
It's not great.
That I imagine that would get worse over time. So, gross.
I just didn't notice. Like, I'm in the zone, man. For when I'm not doing this, I'm like in the zone for the entire week.
I see. This is the downtime where you're not in that zone.
Yeah, no, right now, like, I drop out of the zone and I'm able to smell, and it's bad.
That's, this zone that this subsequent zone, the invention zone, by the way, this is what we do. This is our shtick on this podcast. We're going to come up with a new thing. We're going to talk it out.
Hell yes, we will. And what is it? You have your own audio, so you must know. What is it we are going to invent this week, oh brother of mine?
This week, we shall make a world's best.
World's best.
Sex toy.
Oh, snap.
Yep. This is the sex toy episode.
You know, flashlights and French ticklers and just all over the damn place.
Get them ready. Everything's jiggling. Everything's got a little vibrator in it this week. I'm assuming, by the way, if you haven't tuned into a previous episode, and you did tune into this episode right here, probably because the whole sex toy thing sounded kind of intriguing, huh?
Oh,
and that was the one that you clicked on because gotcha.
Titillating.
I love how titillating's got the word tit in it.
I like how it's got late in it because, like, it's late.
That was okay. Here's another word I like: philology, the study of penises. Has the word lol in it.
It does. That's well spotted.
You're welcome. That's one for the trivia book. So okay, let's get things off on the right foot here.
Yes. Well, is that what we're like? Like, is that?
Well, we didn't have to go there, but I'm sure. You know what? Now hang on. Let me Google this.
All right,
I want to know
if you're talking about like a vagina that's in the middle of the sole of a foot, I can assure you that sex toy already exists. Now, what I haven't seen is the matching sex toy, which is a foot that has a dick coming out of it.
Oh, God, there's one at the top of the ankle, and there's one at the bottom of the foot.
Well, is it on the same sex toy? So, like, two guys can use either end of the foot at the same time, and then they meet in the middle like a Chinese finger trap?
And this was what I was looking for. There's another one that is like the 2 feet are pressed together, and there's just on the soles of the feet, there's almost like this fusion of the skin at the heels and at the balls of the feet. So you got just that little like 3-inch gap, maybe 4-inch gap in between, and you stick your wiener in the gap for your own personal. That makes a whole lot
more sense than improvising a new orifice. You're just creating an orifice that would exist in nature if you wanted to have sex with a pair of conjoined twins that are, joined at the soles of the feet.
Man, that's, the sex life of conjoined twins has got to be a very understanding set of relationships, huh?
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing. Some people live that life. So
like imagine, I want you to actually imagine right now if we were duct taped together and
do we have to? I'm happy not imagining that.
You cannot get off without me looking over your shoulder providing commentary the whole time.
Oh, you're gonna put it there, huh?
It's like, that's certainly a choice you're making.
How about that? Like that, eh? Really? You said
it's weird how we're genetically identical, and yet somehow I have a bigger wiener. I don't know why that would be.
So, I have an idea or two, and I suspect that I've thought about this more than you have, since you didn't.
I didn't
quite
know.
Remember.
I was sitting here in my own festering shit for 168 straight hours. Well, 167 because daylight savings time happened. But
right. You're dating the episode. Don't.
I've been sitting here in my own festering shit for 167 hours straight. And no, I wasn't thinking about sex toys because I was in the goddamn zone. That's
right.
Me. I'm in the zone 247.
Okay. So, I had a bit of a concept I wanted to pitch to you, and this is for a penis owner.
Okay, so roughly half the population. That's a problem. Well, that's going to be problematic with anything we do because pretty much any sex toy you're going to market is going to be for either penis owners or vagina owners. Like, if we want to be universal, we would just go for like people with buttholes.
Well, yeah, but and you gotta. It's actually for both.
Okay.
A penis owner and a butthole owner. You'll catch me in a second here.
Well, again, that's still like your penis owner. But yeah, go ahead though. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, penis. I figure that the vagina owners have the bulk of the toys to, so really.
To be fair, they have to compensate for a lot more sex partner wise. Like, right. We can, those of us who are blessed with phalluses, we can just jam that in wherever. Whereas vagina owners, they gotta.
It's look, I found a cranny. I'm gonna stuff that cranny right. Here's a hole in the dam. Oh no, the water's leaking out. I'm gonna save the town. I'm gonna be a hero and stimulate the wiener at the same time.
That's little Dutch boy reference you're making.
Little Dutch boy, but with the wee wee.
That's actually kind of not cool because he was underage. So let's leave the pedophilia jokes, the Dutch pedophilia jokes, to a minimum on this episode.
Okay, well let's just clarify something here. There's pedophilia where you act upon minors. Right. And then there's one's sexual exploration, which does not wait until 18.
So you're saying you're perfectly fine with Dutch/architectural kiddie porn so long as there isn't any form of adult supervision. It's just children jamming their wieners into, flying buttresses and such.
I am not condoning it as erotica. I am making a little a little gag out of a lovable story. I'm adding it's a little spoof.
Is it really a lovable? He loses his finger in the actual story. You
what?
Realize that, right? Yeah, dude. Like he actually sticks his finger in there, saves the town, loses his finger. That's in the story, dude. So like your whole thing where like we put in the wiener instead, he's gonna be a eunuch.
Oh. Okay. Didn't I figured this was like, stuck his finger in there, had some laughs, saved the town, was a hero. A hero coming in the most unlikely of places. Everybody leaves with 10 digits, and it's a good old time. That was what I was
Not
figuring.
Really. That's not how that shook out.
Anyway, let's get back on point here. I've got a concept I want to pitch you.
To penis and or butthole owners.
To penis and
on the
butthole
edge
owners.
of my shitty seat, by all means.
Okay.
Tiddling.
So, have you ever seen that bicycle where you pedal it and then the seat has like a dildo that goes up and down?
I didn't know they made any other kind of bicycle.
That does explain a lot. But yeah, that's a thing.
Right.
And it is using your own locomotion to fuck yourself with.
As
right?
you do, yeah.
As you do. I'm thinking we could configure a similar contraption where you're using your own muscle movements to power the thrusting, and your humping could somehow use a dildo to penetrate your own butt, so you could fuck yourself.
Okay, so sort of like an Ouroboros of teledildonics.
Yes.
Like, I am fucking a butthole, but the butthole is me. So basically what you want is the portal gun from...
I was wondering if you were going to go there, too, because, yep, I think everybody's read that one.
They read Portal book?
There is a shell with penis fanfic where she uses her portal gun to, like, suck herself off. Which, hey, let's be honest.
As you do.
If you had a portal gun, there's within the Portal game, the story suggests that it's like, oh, let's solve some puzzles, and there's this fun robot voice, and there's something about a cake and a cube, and it's like, let's no, come on. We'd all just try and figure out how to suck our own dick, like, first thing.
That's job one.
Yeah. Job 2 could be something else.
Mm-hmm.
Survival.
I think that's the case for most video game protagonists, is like job 1 would be find a way to use your video gaming powers for either self-pleasure or, some other form of self-actualization. And only secondarily do you want to jump on the ledge and risk your neck to get a gold coin that is floating 3 feet off the ground for some reason.
Right. So you went straight to, like, Mario there. You're suggesting, like, Mario wants to fuck himself somehow.
Well, I mean, you get the mushrooms. They make you bigger, right? That right there is going to be a weirdly disorienting experience. Well, I mean, right off the bat, though, like, even before you get the power up, dude can jump, like, 6 times his body height vertical leap. Like, the dude can, like assuming that is, even he's a very small man, we will assume he's, like, I don't know, like 2 feet tall. That means he's got a vertical leap. Like, forget dunking. The dude can, like, just leap out of the stadium. And if you do that in basketball, it's like 100 points.
It's like a stadium that has like a closing roof, like the Sky Dome, and then it gets stuck, and it's like, oh, don't worry, I got it. And he jumps up and just, like, high fives it, and with
the other thing. Motherfucker can break bricks with his fists. Have you tried that? That's
what I'm saying. No, like, I have not tried that. But what I'm saying is that, like, with that amount of power, he could high five open the Sky Dome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway,
And that's before the power-ups. That's before the power-ups.
Fair. But leaving the video game part of this out, let's get back on that bicycle.
If Mario fucked you with thigh muscles like that, you would just die. Like,
it would be an experience.
Jelly.
It would be, yeah.
You would be aspic on the far wall. Like, one thrust and you're done.
So you're a little astick makes you aspic?
Don't be crude.
I'm sorry, you're right. Let's keep this PG. There's just no way to keep this PG today. There's just no way. Oh, we should have like issued a bit of a disclaimer off the top. If you are the least bit like offended by sexual content, why are you even the hell here? Seriously. Sorry.
Like it said sex toy right on the label. I'm assuming it's going to say sex
toy. I know. They're guilty but also pervy.
Okay.
That's why. Okay, but let's humor them a little bit. Let's give them a little bit more. All right. So, I think the contraption almost has to be like an elliptical. Like something cross-country ski, because like I want to be able to just walk and secretly within my oversized trousers I'm doing my own butt.
Okay, so you've got like the fleshlight-esque attachment that you are thrusting into. B, you've got the dildo that is also thrusting into you. C, you're getting a bit of an aerobic workout.
Yeah. Hey, somewhat on topic, because I'm worried that we didn't derail enough yet on this episode.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that like jogging porn of like a guy picking up a lady and like holding on to her as he runs, and like the rhythm of the running is like the humping?
I have never seen the video of which you speak.
I haven't seen it either, but I've been told that it exists. That's a real thing.
Okay, well now we're dealing with like urban legends and shit of pornography. Have you checked Snopes?
I don't think Snopes has an article for that one. I don't think that would be a thing they would do. But to those that find, those brave pornography searchers, if you can solve this mystery for us, if you feel so compelled,
Send all of your porn to us here.
Yeah,
at
give us
higaishow
give us a little tweet about it.
Twitter.com.
HIGAI show. Tweet that at HIGAI show.
Yes.
Porn, please.
Yes, give us all of your porn.
Porn, please.
I
question mark.
Take this break in the action here to mention that hey, I got an idea. Is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace, plug it in.
That's a timely reference. That one.
Yep.
Is it Glade?
Well, I mean, it's sex toys.
Right. Some of them you do.
You do plug them into yourself.
Like the magic wand.
Well, you could also plug them into an electrical outlet. Generally, though, you don't want to mix the one with the other. Anyway, I have a problem, little monkey wrench here to throw in to your your concept.
I'm listening.
I don't know if you paid attention to pelvises and the elasticity thereof, but in my experience, when I thrust my pelvis forward, pushing my penis into where a penis should go, I am thereby simultaneously, inadvertently, thrusting my butthole away.
Yeah, right? Well, that's what I'm wondering about here.
That's the problem here. It's like if I'm thrusting forwards, attempting to fuck my own butt, my butt is simultaneously getting away from me. That's problematic.
Okay, so let's eliminate the humping part, because it is going to be difficult to counter for that. Like, maybe if it was an extremely long dildo and also had a particular rhythm that... Yeah, I don't know.
So, I mean, at this point, you're basically just saying, like, get a butt toy, get a fleshlight, and, like, stick a U-shaped piece of plastic between them so that you can just go chicka 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 chicka.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for here, because the main thing that I'm really interested in is, like, the the covert self-butt fuck. And if we're going to do that, then really it would be, those with either genitalia. Because if it's just powered by your legs and going into an orifice, it might not even need to be butt. It could be any old hole.
Any hole that you might happen to have down there.
Right.
Okay, now the
I've got like 8.
The covertness, this intrigues me now because I'm picturing something you can wear under your clothes and like literally go out jogging in public.
You know what yeah, that's pretty much what I'm after here. But in order to pull it off convincingly, you probably still need some pretty big trousers.
You would need some Hammer pants. Oh my God, was he MC Hammer? What did he have under there?
Maybe that was it. That's
why he was dancing like that.
I got another one for you. Perhaps Wallace,
of Wallace and Gromit fame,
had those trousers.
Right.
He was a crafty guy.
Yeah.
Maybe something they didn't show on the inside. Maybe he was fucking his butt.
You could have fucked his butt. Sure.
Wallace and Gromit.
I can picture it.
And then Gromit, does a shifty-eyed, like, people's eyebrow at him.
Little known fact, Gromit is actually voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He came in and he recorded all the lines, but then they couldn't use it, so Gromit turned out to be a silent character.
Yeah,
that was not
silent.
The intention. He was originally spoke, and he had so many funny lines, but they just couldn't use the audio.
Gromit is when I picture what a supporting actor is, I picture Gromit, which is very offensive to all of the wonderful performance of actual supporting actors, because I just gave it up to, like, Clay.
Mm-hmm.
We're far off the map again here.
Okay,
so how do you think
fuck a clay dog somehow?
That was not where I was going at all.
Exactly what you said.
Nope. Not even a little. So, how do you figure we could do that?
How to fuck a clay dog?
No, the
that was pretty easy.
Secret pants.
Secret pants, right? Okay, so secret pants. All right. So you need some sort of brace on either knee, right? Because just like you can't do it just by like flexing the thigh muscles or anything. That's not going to give us the thrust we need. What we need is something that will be powered by the separation between the knees. Like as they move apart and then come back, that's your thrust impetus there. And then you have a belt that goes around the pelvic area, and that's your stabilization, right?
Okay.
That aims you, and then simply the action of the knees going, and they're going up towards the way. You gear that up. You got like a gear train at the side back. And then that just goes to the butt.
So I'm picturing that these knees have something sort of like that arm that connects the wheels on a locomotive.
Yes, exactly. So it's one of those. Yes.
Because that's on either side, right? So it's the same principle that it's like. Okay. And where do you attach the dick to that?
Well, the dick is in your butt. Like.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I forgot where the dick was. So sue me.
Okay, all right. Now that does lead to an issue where, like, would you be able to sit down?
No. Hell no. You would. No, that's not why you wear these pants. Yeah. You don't wear these pants to go out to a cafe and have a little seat and have a little piece of pie and like talk shop.
The secrecy, right? Like the whole thing is you got to be secret so you can do this thing in public. And it would arouse people's suspicions, I think, if you were to refrain from your normal cafe visit. You'd just be power walking past, and they'd be like, Mr. Williams, do you have time for your regular? It's like, nope, can't talk. Gotta keep walking, or else I won't jizz. And they're like, what? Jizz? What are you talking about? Oh, that was the slip of the tongue. I meant I need to make it to the gym.
Yes. I got some reps I gotta do.
Gotta do all those reps, yeah.
I got some sweet gains in my pants.
Chris Gaines?
No, not him specifically. So okay, I feel like that design is like let's call that like Model A. Let's start from scratch. Let's think of. I think that one's done. That one's nothing more to add.
Okay, so print it, publish it.
Yeah.
And move on to the next.
As for how covert it is, you know, I'm gonna be honest. It was kind of a little joke. It was a joke I did. I don't think that you can hide it very well, because what with it being a machine in your pants. So
I mean, the thing is that is gonna bulk up your lower body quite a bit, but you camouflage that fat suit up top.
Oh, I see. So you're getting in the sumo suit at the company party.
Yeah. So you're like hugely fat up top, and down below people are thinking, oh, he's just also got fat legs, as a fat person normally would have. But secretly, nope, that's a dildo.
Right. So you're at the company party. They're going to bust out the sumo suits. You're thinking to yourself, hot damn, this is my chance to bust out, that Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
The what are we calling this? Back when it was like you humping and also receiving, I had the perfect name for it.
Okay.
This is sort of transformed from that, but what I would call that one would have been the middleman.
I like it.
But this is something else entirely. So what do we call it?
Entirely. Well, it's basically, you know how they have like those military applications they're working on, like the exosuit, the exoskeleton. This is the inverse of that, in that it is a powered endoskeleton.
Oh, endoskeleton. So like we'll call it the endopants or something.
Endopants. I love it. Endopants.
So it's like shit, endopants. Now's the time. Now is the time. And you take your sumo suit, you run to the bathroom to change into it. You combine the two secretly so people don't know that you're actually going to fuck your own butt while you get into the ring. Then while you're
getting sumoed,
while you're getting sumoed,
the time of my life.
Yeah, he's this opponent is like, I'm gonna get that sweet company bonus that's on the line with this sumo match. I'm gonna get you. In the meantime, it's like this is win-win for me, buddy. I don't care if I win because I'm already winning in the pants, and I already secretly had a crush on you. So this is like a thing we're doing.
This is like the Lifetime movie of the week, man. That's touching.
Isn't it though? Okay, so that model's done. That's Model A.
That's Model A. We're done. We're done with the endo pants. We got to move on.
We got another 15 minutes or so. So let's just let's go into Model B, something from scratch.
Yes.
What do you want to do with our resources for sex toy making? Hit me. What do you got?
Okay. What is the number one problem with sex toys today?
P.
You're absolutely correct. So we need a sex toy that will also function as a catheter.
I regret saying P.
Okay. You want to move on to C?
That's B. That's model B.
That's
sex
model
toy.
B. You know what? We're straight up done with B. Let's move on to C.
Sex P toy is pinned. That's also done. No more reason to talk about it. On to C.
Okay. So what is the number one problem with sex toys today?
Poo. I am 8 years old. No, let's do it. Let's do something legitimate. Okay. Number one problem. Stinky. They smell of latex or lube or something that's not as directly associated for the user with the sexual
partnership with Lush. Are you familiar with Lush and their whole brand?
Oh, yeah, bath bombs, candles, soaps.
Yeah. So what could be better than a sex toy made out of all natural ingredients that is just all up in your business and also made of honeysuckle and violet and like sea foam and like when you're done, it's just like, wow, I have 20 infections, but I smell great.
Okay, here's where I'm coming with that. Yeah, hilarious choice of words. No.
Okay. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming, but okay.
I think that the smells can be good from Lush, so long as you're not actually in the Lush store, which I don't know how people.
Which is an assault on the sense I don't know how people.
My God.
Within like 3 feet of that place, yeah.
And there's your sex toy business, which isn't gonna mesh too easily because of the infections, as you said. So I would think that people would just sort of keep the two elements separate. They can have their aromatherapy. You know, they're in the bath with their bath bomb. They lit the candle. They're using a nice smelling soap, and then the sex toys don't have those things, and therefore won't have infectious properties. And that, you know, how do we? If we were to like, I'm not saying. Okay, here's where I'm actually saying it's a good idea.
Okay.
How do we make it work so that people won't keep them separate and will instead buy this product?
Okay. Okay. You got your dildo, and it's got the user sections that it touches you with. But then any surface that is not going to come into contact, like say the back of it, which that's the end that sticks out. It's got like little slots, little vents, and you like preload it with a canister of like potpourri or something. So as you're going, the action and the body heat activates it, much like a Glade plug-in or a Squaresoft plug-in, and it just provides the aroma as you go. Problem there, I guess, would be privacy. Like somebody walking past your room is like, "Oh, that smells really pleasant. He must be going to town on his hole right now."
Man, it's like, what is that, cinnamon? No, don't come in. I'm just making cinnamon buns.
You're making cinnamon buns on your in your bedroom? You have a little bake oven in there?
A little easy bake oven. I really wanted a cinnamon bun right now. Please leave.
Well, all right, but I want some when you're done.
When I'm done. And then it becomes this awkward web of lies. Because then they come out of the room and there's no cinnamon buns.
We here at Hey, I've Got an Idea always endorse sitcom-style webs of lies. They are the best problem-solving tool we as humanity possess.
So maybe as you're finishing up with that, you're like, shit, now I have to provide a cinnamon bun. So you hop out the window and run to the nearest Cinnabon.
Okay. Now hang on.
Wait, what are we designing here?
There's some way that we can incorporate an actual thing that bakes the cinnamon bun into the device. So when you're done, they're like, good job, here's a snack.
Good for you. Here's a reward for before you, I feel there's already a reward system in place.
Like the orgasm, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one. Although there was this great scene in 6 Feet Under, which, you know how everybody's got their own masturbation ritual. However, maybe you improvise, maybe you have a certain set way of things, but generally people do things a couple of ways, and everybody's got their own thing. There's this great scene where the one character is about to sit down and enjoy some pornography, and he has just like, he's sitting down in the nice armchair in front of the TV before he puts on the porn. He has a neatly folded like white washcloth and this tall glass of milk. and they just left it at that. Then there was, hilarity ensued where, he tried and got interrupted, and then people, checked it out later or whatever. Point being, every time I saw that scene, I was like, what's with the milk? What's that for?
You have to recharge, man. You gotta recharge your proteins.
I'm wondering if it's that, or maybe it's to wash down the cinnamon buns.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, no, you actually have made a relevant point to the thing you were talking about earlier. That's weird. Okay.
Sort of breaking the chain with that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, how does one make a cinnamon bun? You gotta have the dough.
Yep.
Is it a dough that requires time to rise?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you're going to masturbate, you need to prepare this several hours in advance.
Yeah, or maybe like an hour all said.
And you've got like canisters along the side with flour, sugar, cinnamon, obviously, all the various ingredients. And you like press the button and sort of wiggle your lower half into the machine. And you're like, okay, go ahead. And then there's like the mixing, and there's the preparing, the kneading perhaps. And meanwhile, those same motions are transferred to your whole downstairs area.
So hold on. You're talking about like a family of devices.
I'm saying, okay, you know how Pee Wee Herman makes breakfast? And he's got like that whole Rube Goldberg machine? I'm thinking like something like that, except A, it makes cinnamon buns, but B, every action that this Rube Goldberg machine does will also stimulate your genitals in some way.
So it's just switching it up, And
it also plays that Danny Elfman theme.
Obviously.
The whole time. With the sexiest music. It should be noted, as we said, it does take several hours. So that theme's on a loop.
That's a long song. That is longer than I want to spend listening to that song.
Is it longer than you want to spend masturbating though?
I think it is. I mean, I approve of the short form and long form. They're, to each their own. I can take my time.
You just want to luxuriate. You want to enjoy the experience. It's like a trip you take to a little spa just for yourself. But sometimes you just want to express the glands,
Yeah. I like to express my glands.
This is not a gland expressing kind of deal here, because, you just express your glands. It takes you 2.5 minutes, 1 minute if you've got some really good stuff going. And then, you think you deserve a fucking cinnamon bun for that? I don't think so, mister. You get, a jelly bean, and you're lucky to have it.
Right? I mean, I don't even know about the jelly bean. Maybe that could be that would require that the Rube Goldberg, judge your performance or something.
Well, it's got to have something that detects that you're finished. So it's got, a little... you have the little clip-on heart sensor for your finger. It detects have an orgasm, and it's well, technically he jizzed, so and then like a food pellet for a rat, but it's like a jelly bean that comes out of a little slot. And it's like, well, okay, I guess this is technically a reward for my good behavior that I did just now.
All right. I'm just picturing that, like, the same objective is always, like, the cinnamon bun at the end, but if you put in half-ass effort,
you
like,
just
while...
get dough in your face?
No, like, worse than that. Like, if you just climax too early, it's like, well, shit, now I just got flour with... with a little bit of liquid balled up in one corner of it, and, like, I didn't even crack the eggs... And, like, the icing stuff is still, like, not even cracked into.
Danny Elfman says, I did a bad job at masturbating.
That's its own theme. He has to write a new theme just for that, really.
Well, yes, I mean, it's the same theme. It's just slower and in a minor key.
Perhaps it's a live composition. The orchestra is watching as though it was, like, a scene they were scoring the movie for, so they have the movie projected. This is like that, except it's like just always monitoring a person's masturbatory performance.
Can we have the technology to have a computer do that, or would we need a human orchestra standing by?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I was super rich and I was just wanted to, like, fuck with people, I would love to get a string quartet to just do the soundtrack to my jerk sesh. And like really make me feel something the whole time. You know what I mean?
In addition to feeling yourself. Yeah. So just basically you just want... Okay. Is this functionality that we could build into a digital assistant, such as Siri or Alexa?
Oh, you mean like, Siri, listen to me jerk off for a bit.
Listen to me jerk off and provide a soundtrack. And then, like, you start, and then, like, 3 seconds in, she starts playing yakety sax, and you're like, Siri!
Okay, Google. Okay, Google, please provide non-yakety sax masturbatory music for my jerk sesh. Listen up. And then, just like, please, no more.
Just, what is that? Where did you even find the soundtrack to Birth of a Nation?
It's kind of interesting that they were able to place the Birth of the Nation soundtrack just by hearing it, too.
Well, I mean, it's Birth of a Nation, Birth of a Nation. It's pretty, like, once
very
the lyrics
obvious.
kick in, you know what you're listening to. Sort of like the Star Wars theme. It's like Star Wars. The same sort of principle.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're reaching the end here. I want to tie this all together. Okay. I want to make this one cohesive package.
Where a cinnamon bun fucks you in the ass in your pants.
That is probably the best sentence. That was just a series of words, really. It wasn't a full sentence.
Bun rolls up your pant leg as you're jogging, and unbeknownst to everyone around you, manages to covertly fuck you in the ass as you jog.
And he's still intact too. That's the other thing that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
because like you're just, it's a tight squeeze, and he's you're just mashing
right
him
up
with
in
your butt
there as you're jogging, and then you finish your workout, and he continues rolling up of your pants, up your shirt, and pops out your neck, and he's like, "Hey, eat me, you deserve it."
Wait, that cinnamon bun's been in your ass, though.
It's been in your ass, and also it's evidently sentient.
Yeah. Okay. So, I gotta be honest with you here, brother of mine.
You don't think it's a product we can develop?
I don't think we can make this sex toy. Okay. I think this is more of a hilarious tale, similar to like the extra piece of gum, where it's like, no, I'm not done. I've got more flavor, and he chases you down to get back in your mouth or whatever.
Right.
It's like that, but it's a cinnamon bun that wants to fuck you in the ass.
You in the ass while you jog.
Yeah. So how do we make this a sex toy? Is this just erotica that we've written? Like, do we just combine all of these themes?
It's absolutely erotica that we've written. But,
I mean, hang on. Wallace had the funny fuck your butt trousers, but he also had the Rube Goldberg machine contraptions. Maybe we were just talking about him.
Okay, so hang on.
Wallace meets the cinnamon bun.
The two contraptions, and then much like OK Google and Google Ask or whatever, and Siri, the two contraptions hate each other, and they're both like struggling for Wallace butt supremacy.
Competing for his love.
And they're like hilariously trying to sabotage each other the whole time. And then, like, they learn a lesson, and they run off, leaving Wallace alone, and they learn to fuck each other, which I think is the ultimate fate of all of these sex toys. Like, you develop the ultimate dildo, the ultimate fleshlight, they're just going to plug one in the other and roll off into the sunset, leaving humanity with no choice but to have sex with each other and, like, rekindle love.
I think that is a beautiful sentiment. I think what we've actually got here is we sort of missed the mark a little bit, but we've got a beautiful new movie.
Oh, okay.
Wallace and Gromit and the two crazy sex bots.
When you think about it, really, isn't a movie just a form of sex toy?
It is, and you know why?
Why?
Because this is an explicit movie, and it's in the adult section.
Yes, like, there are very few claymation X-rated films. Like, you have plenty of, like, animated, like, hentai that's, like, hand-drawn. You have plenty of CGI stuff, not a lot of erotic claymation.
You know what? I can't name you a one.
Well, like, unless you count, like, Tool music videos.
I don't. That doesn't get my motor going.
Well, it takes different strokes for different folks, you know? Like,
that's true.
Somebody out there is jerking it to Tool, I can guarantee it.
But the moral of the story here is that we absolutely have designed the best next sex toy. No one could argue with that.
Absolutely.
You've been listening to the that's not even right.
Hey, I've got an idea. For some reason, you've been listening to this podcast.
Yep, I don't know why, but thank you.
I assume they get off to it.
Well, I mean, obviously they started touching themselves like from minute one. We appreciate your fap sesh with our mouth sounds just now. Yep. You can tweet us a picture.
Sounds of my mouth and my brother's mouth, and you're just jerking to those mouth sounds.
This is not a G-rated podcast, is it? Not even a bit.
Well, I mean, a lot of that was like euphemisms to make it safe.
Right. We were just doing the
when I said
the silly
jerk
version.
I meant like Caribbean seasoning.
Obviously,
from context, I think you could have picked that out.
Mason, my brother.
Yes.
It is your turn.
It is my turn. It's my turn to pick what we're going to do the next podcast that we do.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Given that I'm, continue the bit, I'm still sitting here stewing in my own human waste. I think we desperately need to invent a better toilet.
And the gross subject matter will continue next week. We after the toilet, we really gotta do something nice.
Well,
something for the senior center, you know.
Sure, we invent a better senior center. But that's not what we're doing next week. We're
next week.
Making a toilet. I guess I'm just gonna continue sitting in my shit until then.
You got some time to think about it. To really.
I'm not
really let
about
this
it. Like,
be.
As soon as we're done this podcast, as soon as I hang up, I'm going straight back into the zone.
But at least you can check the audio file and know that we are designing a toilet next week.
Because I did say toilet, yes.
Yeah, and now we've both said toilet.
We said
which
toilet.
maybe that's a thing that we could.
Toilet.
We did. We're gonna say so many more funny goofs than that next week, though. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I'm always excited. So thank you for listening to Hey, I've Got an Idea. I'm Mason Tailsteak Williams.
And I am Luke Lessashamed Williams.
Suck Grimace's dick.
Oh, no.
Go our outro.
Our McDonald's sponsorship, though.
No, that's Squarespace. He's a Squarespace character.
Oh, right. Okay. See you next week, folks.
Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
Hello, sir.
Well, hello there.
How are you doing today?
Well, I'm not doing so well, to be honest. My favorite pair of headphones fell off of my ears and into a puddle. They're ruined. However, will I listen to my podcasts now?
There's a chance, sir, that you could win some.
What?
Why, if you go to this URL, higaishow.com/contest, free headphoons could even be yours.
Madness!
Don't put them in a puddle again, though, because that would, don't do that again.
Are they not waterproof?
No. They are sport headphones, though, so they're like, almost. I'm not actually gonna make that claim, but they're oaky black sport headphones, Bluetooth headphones that you could win, sir.
The sports other than swimming or water polo, like, don't play those sports.
Just regular polo, perhaps.
Yes.
And ground swimming. Above ground swimming.
That's my favorite sport.
Wait, that might just be an above ground pool. I mean, above ground walking. For walking. For various forms of walking, you can do that.
What's that URL again, peasants?
It was higaishow.com/contest. And the deadline, sir, is coming up very shortly, April 20th.
April 20th? Why, that's the weed day.
It is. I'm surprised that you know that, being a fancy gentleman and all.
It's also Hitler's birthday.
So if you like listening to podcasts like this crazy one you just did, and you want to maybe listen to more crazy characters like that one, check it out, enter the contest, win some headphones. That's all up to you.